matrimony. Now, unfortunately, I'm unable to provide my usual lightning service as I have a previous appointment in Yonkers, New York, arranging the second marriage of a Mr. Horace Vandergelder. But I will do my best to have you across someone else's threshold before the week is out. Now, I might also mention I'm available for, let's see, financial consultation, instruction in the guitar and mandolin, short distance hauling, and varicose veins reduced. Come on, Dolly. She's the one that spins recommend to snake the kind of in your sister. Nothing she'll snatch them up. Don't forget to bring the maiden and to children. Dolly.
Mrs. Levi.
Mr. Kemper, the artist. You know, I'm somewhat of an artist myself. I do these portraits with scissors and black paper. Let's see here. Here's one of Ada Rahan looking the other way. I have to do them like that because I'm no good at poses.
Mrs. Levi, the train for Yonkers leaves in 5 minutes, and if we don't go now, then...
But we will, Mr. Kemper. And not only will Horace Vandergelder give you permission to marry his niece Ermengarde, but he'll also dance at your wedding, and not alone either, because I happen to be engaged in finding a suitor a second wife himself. What he really wants is someone steady to clean the house. As my late husband, Ephraim Levi, always said, marriage is a bribe. To make a housekeeper think she's a householder.
I know all about that, Mrs. Levi. Half of New York says he's going to propose to Mrs. Irene Malloy this very afternoon.
Which is exactly why I'm on my way to Yonkers myself and can take on your case and kill 4 lovebirds with 1 stone and whatever I'll throw. And would you look at that? I have nothing to pay my train fare with only large bills of 5s and 7s.
I have some change around here somewhere, Mrs. Levi, but I hope this isn't another one of those wild goose chases.
And speaking of poultry, I'm also available for, let's see, fresh Jersey eggs, surgical corsets reboned, ears pierced, and pierced ears replugged.
Mrs. Levi!
The same kind of in your sister. Nothing just catch them up. Don't forget to bring your baby in.
Mrs. Levi, what's in all this for you?
A living Mr. Kemper. Some people paint, some sew. I meddle. I have always been a woman who arranges things for the pleasure and profit it derives. I have always been a woman who arranges things like furniture, daffodils, and lives. When a man with timid tongue leads a girl with a diffident air, why should the tortured creatures be around the bush? Heaven knows Mother Nature always needs a little push. I put my hand in there. I put my hand in there. And a girl over 6'3" loves a man who comes up to her. Surely it's obvious she'll never be seduced. Something so honest and gives her beau a little boost. I put my hand in there. I put my hand in there. I have always been a woman who arranges things. It's my duty to assist the Lord above. I have always been a woman who arranges things like luncheon parties, poker games, and love. My aplomb and cosmetic art turned a frump to a trump lady fair. She had a countenance a little bit like Scrooge of today, who gets where the Lord himself would line the rouge. And I want a sign from you sometime today that you approve. Oh, it won't be a marriage in the sense that we had at Ephraim, but I shall certainly make him happy. And I'm tired, Ephraim. I'm tired of living from hand to mouth. So I want that sign.
Mrs. Levi!
Sometime today. Don't you worry, Mr. Pepper. We'll make that train. We'll get to Yonkers. You'll marry Ermengarde. Just leave it all to me. For when I think of miracles, sorry I'm making giggles. When I make my knuckles active, Mary says she's so attractive. When I use my index digit, and they both begin to fidget. When I touch my palm, the preacher reads a song. When
my Yonkers with all that bellowing in my ears.
I can't help it, Uncle. I love Ambrose Pepper.
And I say you're too young to be in love with anyone. Here, take this.
I'm not too young. I'm 17. And in another year, I'll be an old man.
Well, I forbid it. Dare to be an old maid, Ermengarde, and I'll cut you off without a cent.
Oh.
And don't cry in front of the store.
I can't help it, Uncle. I'm unhappy.
Then by thunder, you'll go and weep for a while in New York, where it won't be noticed. Now go start packing your trunk. And don't get any tears in the lock. It was just oil. Cornelius, Barnaby!
You stopped, Mr. Van Gelder?
I did. I've got news for you both. I'm going to New York this afternoon to march in the 14th Street Association Parade. And when I return, you're going to have a mistress.
I'm too young, Mr. Van Gelder.
Not yours, hell damnation, mine. I mean, I'm getting married again. And in honor of the occasion, Cornelius, I'm promoting you to chief clerk.
And what am I now, Mr. Van Gelder?
You're an impertinent fool, that's what you are. And I'm promoting you from impertinent fool to chief clerk. Any more questions?
Yes.
What?
Does the chief clerk get one evening off a week?
So that's the thanks I get for your promotion, is it? No, sir, you'll attend to the store as usual. Now get back to work. And don't forget to put the lid on the sheep dip. Evenings off, marrying artists, foolishness. 99% of the people in this world are fools, and the rest of us are in great danger of contamination. Why, even I was once young, which was foolish, and got married, which was foolish, and was poor, which was more foolish than anything else. Then my wife died, which was foolish of her. And I grew older, which was sensible of me, and rich and friendless and needy, which in Yonkers is about as far as you can go. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Why is a man of so much good sense doing anything as foolish as getting married again? The answer's simple. This house, without a woman, would be an empty shell, and pretty dirty, too. It takes a woman all powdered and pink to joyously clean out the drain in the sink. And it takes an angel with long golden lashes and soft resting fingers for dumping the ashes. It takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things in life. The frail young maiden is constantly there for washing and moving and shoeing the mare. And it takes a female for setting the table and weeding the Guernsey and cleaning the stable. Yes, it takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things Cheers for femininity.
F-E-M-I-T-Y.
Get out of here. And in the winter she'll shovel the ice and lovingly set out the traps to mice. She's a joy and treasure for practically speaking, to whom you can turn when the plumbing is leaking.
To that dainty woman, that fragile woman, that sweetheart, that mistress, that wife. Oh yes, it takes a woman,
A husky woman, to bring you the sweet things in life.
oh yes, it takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things in life.
All right, get out of here, all of you.
Congratulations, congratulations, 1,000 congratulations.
What?
Congratulations, Mr. Vandergelder. All of New York is buzzing with the news that you've practically proposed to Miss Irene Malloy. The streets are lined with eligible young ladies prostrate with grief. All my congratulations and sympathy.
Sympathy?
Did I say that? No, a slip of the tongue, that's all. No, I'm delighted with the happy news. I mean, after all, she wasn't easy to unload. By that, I mean, you know what people say, but I, for one, never believed the rumors. No, I didn't.
What rumors? Rumors?
Nothing to get upset about, Horace. It's just, I mean, according to all known fact, her first husband passed away quite naturally, but it's just, he went so sudden. I mean, a few spoonfuls of chowder she made special for him, and poof. But, no, it could happen to anyone. There's no truth in it. Just a word of advice, Mr. Vandergelder. Eat out.
Now see here, Mrs. Levi, you introduced me to Mrs. Malloy, and rumors or not, I intend on calling on her this afternoon, as arranged.
Well, I suppose I'll have to tell the other girl, the heiress, not to wait.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing, a word. Heiress.
Particulars, Mrs. Levi, I demand the particulars. Her name.
Oh, her name, Money. Ernestina Money.
What a lovely, lovely name.
Picture this, if you will. Hair as shiny as a newly minted dime. Eyes big round as silver dollars. Skin soft and mossy as an old greenback.
I can feel her now.
Age 19, weight 105, waist 47.
Waist 47?
That's with the money belt. Now, I could have it arranged for you to meet Miss Ernestina this very afternoon.
I ain't got time, Mrs. Levi. I gotta take my niece Ermengarde to New York until she forgets a certain Ambrose Kemper.
Well, I could do that for you. I know just how to handle such things.
Then I'm marching in the 14th Street Parade.
What an amazing coincidence. Guess who's been chosen to ride the main float? The spirit of 14th Street. Miss Money. Her mother was a cash, you know.
All right, Mrs. Levi, I'll meet Miss Money at the parade, but I still intend on calling on Miss Malloy first.
Oh dear, what races you make me run. Well, I suppose I'll meet you in front of Miss Malloy's hat shop at 2:30 as usual.
One more thing, Mrs. Levi. Suppose I decide against Miss Malloy and don't like Miss Money neither.
Well, I have one last name on my list, a name I know as well as my own, but don't you worry about it. It'll come up all in good time by itself. But wait till you see Ernestina, Horace. A vision, a dream.
It takes a woman all powder and pink to joyously clean out the drain in the sink. And it takes an angel with long golden lashes and soft rested fingers for dumping the ashes.
Yes, it takes a woman. You know what, Fern? I think we'll have that front room done over
promoted from chief clerk to chief clerk. And if I'm good, I'll be promoted to chief clerk again. 33 years old, and I still don't get an evening free. When am I going to begin to live?
You can live on the holidays, Cornelius.
Did you forget what we did last Christmas? All those canned tomatoes went bad and exploded, and you and I had to clean up the mess all afternoon. Do you call that a living?
No.
Barnaby, you and I are going to New York.
You mean close the store?
Uh-huh.
Cornelius, we can't.
We'll have to. Some more rotten tomato cans are going to explode.
Holy cabooses, how do you know?
I lit a candle under them. That's how I'll know. They'll make such a smell, customers won't be able to come into the place for 24 hours. That'll get the evening off. We're going to New York, Barnaby, and we're going to live. We're going to have a good meal. We're going to be in danger. We're going to spend our money. We're going to be arrested.
Holy cabooses!
And one more thing. We're not coming back to Yonkers until we've each kissed a girl.
Cornelius, you can't do that. You don't know any girls.
I'm 33 years old. I got to begin sometime.
I'm only 17, Cornelius. It's not as urgent for me.
New York, Barnaby. Elevated trains the lights of Broadway. The stuffed whale at Barnes Museum.
A stuffed whale?
A stuffed whale. What do you say, Barnaby?
Oh, yes, Cornelius, yes.
Now, first thing to do is make you financially independent. I know just what I'll do. I'll find you a job. Can you dance?
I'm an artist, Mrs. Levi. I paint.
Well, then, my color.
Mrs. Dolly Levi. Painters. Taught how to dance?
Now there's a man, Rudolph Reisenweber, at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant on 14th Street. I'll give you a note for him and Patsy if you have you both entered in the polka contest tonight. The prize is a week's engagement and a solid gold cup. All the cups we won, Ephraim and me.
Hold on, Mrs. Levi. You want... No fiancé of mine is ever going to set foot in a cafe like that. And I don't mind saying, I'm surprised you have acquaintances in a place like that.
Not acquaintances, Mr. Kemper, friends. Dear friends from days gone by. Why, even when times were bad, every Saturday night like clockwork down those stairs we came, Ephraim and me.
It all very well comes down to clockwork, Mrs. Levi. But you're asking Ermengarde to work there?
It's the only way to show Horace Vandergiller we mean business. Now, you two go to the restaurant this afternoon and incidentally tell Rudolph Dolly's coming back. And I want a table for two and a chicken for 8 o'clock tonight.
The bottom load looks all right, Cornelius. Now hold the candle under the ones on top. Not too close, they're swelling like they're ready to burst. Holy cabooses, Cornelius, I can smell it up here.
Let's get dressed, Barnaby. We're going to New York. Out there's a world outside of Yonkers. Way out there beyond this hick town, Barnaby. There's a slick town, Barnaby. Out there, full of shine and full of sparkle. Close your eyes and see it glisten, Barnaby. Listen.
marriage, I tell you. What marriage? Why, I thought you knew. Why, the marriage Mrs. Levi is ranging between Mr. Horace Vandergelder, the well-known Yonkers half-millionaire, and my employer and friend, Mrs. Irene Malloy. Although, if you ask me, he'll never take the place of her late husband, Mr. Peter Malloy. May he rest in peace, wherever he is. I'm not sure. Oh, it's all too much, what with new husbands and late marriages, and on top of everything else, Miss Mortimer returning this hat for the third time. Same old story. She wants more cherries and feathers, to catch a beau, I suppose. Although, if you ask me, she'd look better with a nice, heavy veil. I told her ribbons down our back is what we'll be wearing this summer if we want to catch a gentleman's eye, but she have none of it. Cherries and feathers she wants, on today of all days, when that poor, dear, sweet Mrs. Malloy has enough on her mind. Well, what with what, Minnie? The door! It's stuck! It's stuck? Then push. Oh. I might as well go all the way. Mrs. Malloy, why, say it, Minnie. Why have I decided to marry Horace Vandergelder? Oh, Mrs. Malloy, I didn't ask you that. I'd rather be strung up on a rack than ask you such a personal question, but as long as you did bring it up, I'm marrying Horace Vandergelder for one reason, and one reason alone, Minnie, to get away from the millinery business. I hate hats, Mrs. Malloy! And I can no longer stand being suspected of being a wicked woman with nothing to show for it. Mrs. Malloy! Don't protest, Minnie. All millionairesses are suspected of being wicked women. That's why I can't go into restaurants or balls or theaters. That's all the proof they need. Take my word for it, Minnie. Either I marry Horace Vandergelder or I break out of this place like a fire engine. Oh no, not Miss Mortimer again. Miss Mortimer, I'll take care of it. No, Minnie, leave it be. You can make another hat for Miss Mortimer if you like. I'm wearing this one myself. Mrs. Malloy, you can't! You're a widow, and that hat, it's provocative, that's what. It is, Minnie? Well, who knows who may walk into the shop today? And provocative may be just what I want to be. Oh, Mrs. Malloy. And so I will proudly wear ribbons on my back, shining in the but he might notice me.
Mrs. Malloy, wild horses couldn't make me ask this question I'm about to ask, but I'm going to ask it anyhow. Do you love Mr. Vandergelder?
No, Minnie, I don't. Peter Malloy, God rest him, was my share of love. And I'm not saying I was shortchanged. Once is enough for a woman, as long as it's true love. And it was that. Look, Minnie, there's two men staring at the shop. Men? Why, I do believe they need to come in here.
Mrs. Malloy, what shall we do?
Do? Why, flirt with them, of course. I'll give you the short one.
Oh, Mrs. Malloy, you and with all that talk about love.
Love enough I've had, Minnie. It's a bit of adventure we could do with now. We'll get them all heated up and then drop them cold. It'll be good practice for married life. Now, you go into the workroom, Minnie. I know some ways we can perk up our appearances. Besides, a bit of a wait will make them nervous and easier for us to...
If you say vampire, I'll scream.
Vampire. And so, I'll try to make it easier to find me in the stillness of July. Because a breeze might stir a rainbow behind me that might happen to catch gentle wind's eye. Oh, Minnie, we'll get adventure out of this yet.
We'll get adventure out of this yet, Barnaby. All day